Good afternoon, Renee.
Hi.
It's nice to see you again. My name is Jenna, if you don't remember.
Okay.
So I'm just looking over your chart here, and I just wanted to let you know that we did find some inflammation in your gums, and the medical term is gingivitis, and you may know this as gum disease. So I was just wondering what you know about gingivitis.
Okay, well, I guess I do know kind of what you just already said. I know, like, gum disease that everybody talks about is actually gingivitis, and I've been told previously by my hygienist that you want your gums to actually be pink, which is healthy, and red is unhealthy. It's just something that when she pointed out, I was really shocked because it's something that I never really paid much attention to. And I have seen actually recently that my gums are really red, and so I'm not really that surprised to hear that I do have gingivitis, but it's kind of disheartening to hear, I guess.
Yeah, so gingivitis is some inflammation of your gums, and you'll often see some bleeding in some pockets starting, but it is reversible. So if it's not taken care of, it can cause periodontitis and often caries, because periodontitis causes deeper pockets and some bone loss, which will expose some of your roots. So you're more prone to caries as well. So what home health care do you do?
Well, basically, I brush twice a day in the morning and at night. I use an electric toothbrush for that. My dentist a couple years ago recommended the Oral-B toothbrush for that. So, other than that, I do a mouth rinse, a Listerine Total Care mouth rinse, like a couple times a week, and then I floss not very often as I should. Mostly because I have braces and now I have two permanent retainers, one on the bottom and one on the top, and it's really hard to floss in between those because you like put it in and take it out and put it in and take it out in between each one, so it takes a long time. And oftentimes because of that, I'll either floss the rest of my teeth and not in between those areas, or just not at all. And it's something that, like, I know I should do it, but it just takes so long.
Yeah, well, that's really good that you're using that electric toothbrush. That's something you recommend to a lot of our patients, so that's really good. And yeah, we often see with people with braces, they tend to not floss as often because it is more difficult to get around the bridge, and you often have more plaque buildup because of your retainer there. So, but it's important because there's four sides, to your teeth, and if you're only doing brushing and cleaning two, then you're missing essentially half of your tooth, so you could be more susceptible to caries there. So it's important that those areas are cleaned. Is this something that you think you'd like to change, or?
Yeah, it's definitely something I'd like to change, especially after hearing you describe how it can become periodontitis, which is irreversible, because that's really scary. And I just, like, I know it's reversible, so I do, like, definitely want to take the steps, especially something that is little as flossing more, that can make a huge difference.
Um, how do you think you might go about this?
Well, I guess I have some other friends that actually have permanent retainers as well, and they've talked about some things that they've used. They said that they use the bridge better. A lot of them use that like quickly gets it like in and out in between. And then super floss is actually good too because it has like a hard end, so you can like slide it in between too. And one of my other friends actually has been talking about how they Hush uses a water pick lately, and so that would just be, it seems like a quicker way to get in and out, so I was thinking about trying that.
Yeah, all those options sound like they'd be really good for you, and they'd help you get into those areas to get that plaque out of there. What are 3 reasons why you don't make these changes?
Well, basically because, like I said, I don't want to get periodontitis. That's really scary. And I also don't want to have any cavities or anything like that. I do like brush my teeth, like I said, and stuff like that. So I don't want to have any cavities, and like you said, it can affect my health overall, and I want to make sure I have good overall health. It's something important to me as well.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how important do you think this change is?
Definitely an 8, especially because I know it's just a simple thing. It's like using different ways to floss that I can change how my teeth are. And I mean, I had braces for a couple years and I had to maintain those. I like worked really hard to get my like good straight teeth and everything. So I don't want to like have that fall down now by having, just because I'm not flossing, then all of a sudden I have bone loss and I have caries everywhere and stuff like that. So I definitely want to make sure that I just make this change, and I know I will, because it's definitely gonna help me out in the long run.
Well, it's really good to hear that it's an aid. A lot of people don't take this stuff seriously and don't really understand, and it seems like you have some great ideas of how you could incorporate this into your daily routine, so I'm really glad that you seem motivated to make this change. So it seems like we did find information. It is gingivitis, but it is reversible. So, and this is something that we commonly see with people who have had braces. It's just more difficult to floss and get into that retainer. So you're not the only one, and it seems like this is something you would really like to change. You said that it would you don't want periodontitis, and you want to prevent cavities because you do a good job brushing and using your electric toothbrush. So keep that up, and also for having good overall health too. So it seems like you're really motivated to make this change, and that is something that you're gonna do. Does this all sound correct?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I know it's just like an easy change, and I don't want something as permanent as periodontitis, and it's good to know I'm not the only one, and yeah, so I've worked hard, so I definitely am gonna make this change.
Well, it was nice that you came in today. It was nice to see you, and we'll reevaluate, the changes that you made and how everything's going at your next visit. So, thanks for coming in. I'm glad we got this all figured out and had some ideas in mind. So,
Well, thank you so much for your help.
yes, it was nice to see you.
Nice to see you.